Okay, welcome back everyone. I'm going to resume another test with my PSA rock loaded in or chambered in 5.7 by 28. I've got my Holosun K on it and a light on it. Today I'm going to be testing out a couple of different varieties of ammunition. I cannot remember this one for the life of me. I think it's 195 or 198 LF lead free. It's the green tip from FN. I'm also going to test some Vanguard Outfitters, which is a new bullet for me. I've heard really good things about them, so super excited. This is a 36 grain bullet, monometal. And then also I'm just going to test a little bit more of the 195 LF. Again, I think this is 198 LF. I'll put it up somewhere if that's wrong. And this is the 195. And so I last time I tested this, I only got like 4 readings for each. So I'm just going to try to get like 10 or more on some of these rounds. And of course the Vanguard Outfitters. And then at the end, I'll have an add up slide that tells you all of the 5.7 chambering so far. So let's get going on the chronograph. So again, this is the green tip. That did not have a primer strike, so I'm not sure what. I wonder if this is okay. Here we go. Couldn't acquire the projectile. Let me get a little bit closer. 22, 24, 2208, 2235, 2234, 2230, 2217, could not acquire, 2230, 2249, 2165, 2246, 2221. So I'll leave it at that. I don't want to shoot all of these. They're expensive. They're hard to find. Okay, so let's do a quick add up, see what we got for the averages on that round. Okay, so let's pull the lab lidar up. The average is 2223, high 2249, low 2165, standard deviation 22.8. And I will say again, this is a 27 grain bullet. I've actually pulled one myself. Some other people were telling me, no, it's a 28 grain bullet. If you actually pull it, well, I did pull it and I got 27.5. So I guess if you round it up, it would be 28. So in my calculations, I'm going to change my calculations to use 27.5. And we'll see what that makes a difference on the energy foot-pounds, which I'll show at the end. What I have here is the Vanguard Outfitters. Vanguard Outfitters LLC.com. And this is their, I don't know, their 5.7 loading. It's kind of an interesting case. It's green. It's like it's a hollow point. It says it's a monometal. I'm excited to see what it does and how it performs. Let's get the lab radar set up. Good to go. So I got about, I don't know, 13, 14 rounds. Do some testing. It'll hopefully give us enough to get a nice test here. 1939 for a 37 grain. That's not bad. 36 grain. That's not bad. 1939. 2029. Malfunction. Not sure what was going on there. 2127. Wow, this is a big standard deviation. 2112. Geez, these are, if they're this heavy and fast, this is a nice round, but not a great standard deviation. 2132. 2152. 2095. 2131. 2117. 2172. Looks like a little bit of a stovepipe. And that was on the last one. All right, so I don't think my gun really likes this round very much, but let's take a look at what it did. Okay, because of user error with the lab radar, I did not set up a new group, so I will have to calculate the standard or the average standard deviation and energy foot-pounds, and I'll do that here just by showing this overview chart. So with the Vanguard Outfitters 38 grain monometal bullet, they average 2,100 feet per second with a standard deviation of 68.3 and an overall energy foot-pounds of 372. If we just take a look at this overall add-up slide, these are for all of the 5.7 by 28 bullets that I have tested. Highlighted in yellow are the 2 that I tested today. With the updates to more performance testing of the SS198LF, I achieved an average velocity of 2231 and a standard deviation of 22.8 with an energy foot-pounds of 304. That's a change from 309, not really much difference. As you can see though, this Vanguard Outfitters 38 grain monometals are really quite something to admire with that 372 energy foot-pounds. Comparing that to other 9mm rounds, that's the equivalent of roughly a 115 grain bullet going somewhere around 1150 to 1200 feet per second. That's pretty impressive that this round is capable of that out of such a light recoiling handgun, and really makes a use case for using this gun as a home defense weapon for someone who is extremely recoil sensitive. I'm really starting to get an appreciation for this gun, looking at the varieties of ammunition that are being loaded for it. Vanguard Outfitters just started building their own brass for this gun, therefore no longer has to rely on reloads. I really think with Smith & Wesson coming out recently and announcing their new offering in the 5.7, that we have yet to see what this round is capable of doing, and I'm excited for the future of it. I do not think that today I will be doing the shooting of this other lead-free. I did that in the previous round. These weren't terribly good bullets, the 195s. So I will leave it at that. So please tell me what you think. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what else in terms of 5.7 testing you've been looking at. What's your thoughts on this Vanguard ammunition? Didn't really cycle super well with my gun. Not exactly sure what's going on there, but let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.